One low on that last one. And the Charlie. That was in a 16.82. All right, so we got Alpha, Alpha, Charlie, Charlie. Also, this thing seems like weird. Let's like put it.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we already? Okay. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I'm your host, the talking ball of lava that your mom said you had at home. And we got our co-host here, Big Will, again. We are out on the range today, so bear with any gunfire you hear in the background. Before we continue, we're going to cover the 4 rules of firearm safety. Treat every weapon as if it's loaded. Keep your finger straight off the trigger until you're ready to engage. Don't point the target at anything you don't want to, that you don't intend to destroy, and be aware of your target and its surroundings, okay? With that, this weapon is red, this weapon is red, and his weapon is clear, okay? Today, we're going to be talking about collectors versus shooters or practitioners, okay? And kind of the differences and the pros and cons. Now, before we continue, I need you guys to realize that this is not like an anti-Second Amendment, oh, you shouldn't be out there buying guns. Absolutely not. I think we both agree everyone should be well armed. But I think there's a point where it becomes too much. And we're just going to have a discussion. And I'm interested to see what you guys think down in the comments as far as, do you have a million different types of guns, or do you stick to 1 or 2 guns with a ton of mags? So first and foremost, where this video kind of spurred from was a gentleman, or a kid, I really should say, in our Discord talking about all the weapons that he has. And as we were looking at this list of 26 or 27 weapons, he had everything from a Barrett, 50 cal, CZs, tons of revolvers, tons of 1911s, a couple Glocks, everything all over the freaking spectrum. And as far as his rifles, he really didn't have a common caliber or a common magazine. He had a ton of kind of niche weapons because he liked collecting. And on that note, he was wasting time. He was wasting time buying guns that he liked from video games or movies that he'd seen, which is cool. I think we all have that gun or those few guns that we'd love to have. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like if you had if you had $1 million, what would you buy right now?
Barrett 50 cal.
Barrett 50 cal. What else? What are your dream guns?
HK 416.
There you go. Everyone likes the HK. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But we all have those guns, like an MP7. I think all of us would like to have an MP7 if H&K ever made a civilian one, right?
Yeah.
But if we're being real, most of us don't have the financial availability to be out here.
Not.
Yeah, we'll put it this way: if you don't have $50,000 in savings, and you don't already have, we'll say, a rifle and a handgun, you probably should be focusing on buying just the guns that you need. And on that note, let's talk about the difference between a collector and just a practitioner of firearms. Buying, kind of where we're orienting this is, buy an AR, okay? Maybe buy a 10.5 or an 11.5 AR. That's your first, maybe your first rifle. You should have probably 2 more. You should probably have a 16-inch or a 14-inch in the middle. Then you should probably have a 20-inch. And with those 3 weapons, you can have common magazines, common freaking ammo, and you can take parts from each other.
Yeah.
For your handgun, pick one, whether it be SIG, Glock, or MMP. We choose Glock. That's fine. I'm rocking a MR920 today. He's rocking a 19X. They're basically the same gun, right? But for your handgun, I recommend buying a Glock 19, a Glock 17, and probably another Glock 19, if we're being real. Just get 3 of the same freaking gun. And then when one goes down, it's not going to. But if it does, it is a tool. You can just go ahead and swap parts. And then you have a ton of the same magazine. You have the same caliber. You can buy 9mm in bulk, 5.56 in bulk. And guess what? In the United States, you're always going to have a way to get it. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I totally agree. And like more so, you have multiple weapons for different purposes, right? So you have your, home defense weapon, and you have your range weapon, and so on and so forth. So I think it's really important to have multiple weapon systems to work with, and that's why, like you were saying, have that 14.5 and then have that 16-inch, and then so you can reach out to further distances depending on what you're trying to get into.
Or if you're hunting, you can put that 20-inch gun. You get 77 grain, match ammo. You're still killing most of the stuff in North America. Or you put that 10.5-inch. Now you're for home defense, right? And guess what? We're all going to be carrying the same calibers. Most likely in your friend group, most dudes are going to be carrying the same caliber, whether that be all your buddies have AKs and they all have 7.62x39, but most likely all your buddies are going to have ARs and Glocks, if we're being real.
Yeah.
So you want to be that buddy that's, hey, we're going to the range. Cool. I forgot half my mags. Oh, cool. I brought 20. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be that guy that's like, I'm bringing the Barrett. Yeah, it's awesome. We can destroy barriers and vehicles and everything like that. Shoot a freaking helicopter down. But how many mags you got? Oh, I got one mag that came with a gun and 15 rounds. And when it runs out, you're done.
Done.
You want to be the guy, in my opinion, that has, oh, dude, I just got another 5,000 rounds for my rifle. I'll probably burn 1,000 this month, but hey, I've got another 5,000 coming next month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when your buddy, like today is a good example, freaking Big Will forgot a lot of his ammo. He bought some here at the range, but I have all the 9 that he needs. So you can just use my 9. We're already good to go, right? So, guys, and I really think, let's talk about the gun community and kind of, I don't know, we'll say 2013 to maybe 2017, the vibe was collecting.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that?
There's nothing wrong with collecting weapons, right? I see nothing wrong with that. However, if you're going out there buying all these random weapons that you're not going to use on a regular basis, or they don't have an actual purpose, one, you're wasting your time, and two, you're wasting your money. I think it's important to have those weapons for specific purposes, such as home defense, like I said earlier, but also you need something that you can train with consistently at the range. And certain weapons, I don't think their purpose really matches like training on the range or home defense. Like if you have like an old, I don't know,
A lever action.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you hit somebody with a 45-70, they're going to fucking die. But are you out here doing the drills that we're about to do with it every time you go to the range?
Exactly.
Like, no. And on that note, a lot of us, like, most of us watching this video, you probably already have your home defense gun. You probably already have that whole thing planned out. Honestly, now we're kind of orienting this towards life and liberty. Freaking, well, we won't say too specific, but let's say we have an alien invasion, right? Or we have collapse of society, a natural disaster. You need a way that you can set up an L-shaped ambush. And when you and your homies are setting in the L-shaped ambush for the alien invasion, guess what you're probably going to leave behind? Your lever action and your revolver. You're probably going to have your Glock, and you're probably going to wish you would have had a couple thousand more rounds out here with the boys, actually doing the drills and less time having fun. Having fun on the range is awesome. We've all, growing up with weapons, we all probably came out with Tannerite and shot it, and oh my God, it's amazing. But you know what's a lot more cool? When push comes to shove, not dying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Having that training.
Yeah, and Will and I, you know, we used to work together. We still work together sometimes at work, but out here on the range, we're still developing our SOPs in our friend group and getting out here and seeing what our norm is. What is our norm and what is acceptable for our tactics and our shooting standards? And that way we're all on the same page. And things like this KP9, as cool as they are, we're going to have a video coming out tomorrow on this freaking gun. But as cool as this KP9 is, how many KP9 mags you got at home? How many Glock mags you got at home, though? You see what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah. So this would be a good example of probably one of those things that get left behind, right? And I think in the industry a lot, you're going to get pressure to buy the new thing, whether it be the Springfield Prodigy or what's another thing that's came out recently. I think there's a big thing for like X95 Tavors right now, and like, oh, what else? Oh, everyone's hating on SIG. I don't know. There's always the new hotness in the gun community, but what you don't see is guys. Well, I think you are seeing more of it, like Mil-Spec Mojo. Oh, what is his name? Dirty Civilian has a podcast about this. They're talking about using the shit out of your guns, using them and breaking them and getting replacement parts and having them on standby. That, in my opinion, is the hot or not. I think that's the hot. I think the not hot is having the bolt action rifle. That it's cool. You have it for hunting, but sell that thing, in my opinion. Get another Glock or get another AR. Or just buy ammo.
Yeah, and by all means, like if you're a millionaire and you have the money to like waste on random weapons, go for it.
Or check out the Patreon and help us get out here and train. Or come train with us. We'd love to have you. But that's true. If you do have the money, because let's talk about that. Let's say hypothetically you have 100,000 in savings, right? And you have your 2 ARs and 2 Glocks. Probably should buy a ton of ammo. Should probably invest in those raw materials, the guns. Invest in those ARs. Help your freaking community out. If you have a squad of guys, you got a dude balling on a budget with a PSA. Maybe allow him to use a gun. Buy him a freaking Daniel Defense or a BCM. Help enable your freaking fire team and enable your squad, your civilian squad. That is what we need more of. We need more dudes investing in each other and freaking getting out here on the range with your freaking boys and actually training together. Because sitting on that $100,000 in the bank, guess what? We've seen 5 major banks collapse, right, in the past 2 months. when that money, when that number on your phone, because that's really what it is, it's just a number on your phone, right? When that number isn't available, you can't pull money out because the bank will ask, you know what you're going to want? You're going to want a whole lot of this.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to want a whole lot of freaking classes and training and a lot of reps. And I think we've beat a dead horse on that, but we can't stress that enough, guys. Invest your time in things you're going to actually use when push comes to shove. Right now, close your eyes and imagine, oh my God, my neighborhood's under attack. You got to get your neighborhood militia. Hopefully you have one established already. You got to get them up and you got to go. What are you grabbing? Okay, that thing breaks. Let's say the optic is broken somehow. You might want to have another one of those. And let's say one of your buddies doesn't have a gun at all for some reason. You might want to have 2 or 3 of that same freaking rifle, maybe 4, that same type of setup. That way, you know, you can outfit yourself, you can outfit your family, your community, and you're freaking good to go. Because all those flood guns and all the fun Barretts, as much fun as they are, guys, yeah, it might be fun to have a Barrett at the checkpoint to kill vehicles coming in, but I'd rather have 2 or 3 ARs and riflemen than one niche freaking gun.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Any other thoughts that you want to hit home? What are other things they can invest in? If they're getting the niche, they're at home, they're having that beer, they're sitting on the couch right now, and they're like, I need to buy another gun. What can they buy? We talked about training. There's tons of good courses out there.
Ammo,
physical fitness.
Yes, absolutely.
Get in the fucking gym.
Get a gym membership. Absolutely.
And use it. And get a plan. And if you need help getting a plan, get in the Discord. Big Will's in the Discord. He's obviously bigger than me, but we have the same mentality, right? In the Army, we have the ACFT. You got to be able to move. You got to be able to lift heavy things. You got to be able to freaking do it over and over again over a long period of time. So that is kind of just being functionally fit and being fucking strong. If we're being real, we want to be strong as hell. So yeah, definitely physical fitness. It's just one of those things. We're always going to hit on it. It's like if you got 100 ARs and 100 Glocks, but you were, let's be real. If you thicken the wrong way, this ain't an attack on you. This is just a reality check, right? I'm sure we could all be critical of each other if we wanted to be, but it's for healthy reasons, right? We're not bullying you for the wrong reason. We're just trying to get you in the fucking gym.
Yeah.
So yeah, what else? Anything else you want?
Proper kit. Get yourself a nice plate carrier.
Don't get on Amazon and buy the cheap shit. Mm-hmm. You buy once. Go ahead and say it. Say the saying.
Buy once, cry once.
Buy once, cry once. We're both wearing freaking $3,000 helmets right now. He's got the good Ear Pro. I got shitty Ear Pro. But we buy the good stuff, right? Most of the kit you're seeing right now, we use it every time we come to the range. Yeah, just stuff break over time. But if you buy the good stuff instead of that Amazon Condor plate carrier, don't do that. Even go on freaking T-Rex Arms. They always have the AC1 on sale. Or go on Cry Precision. They always have the JPC on sale. Mm-hmm. Get one of those or get it used and get some Hescos. And I'm telling you, if you buy the good stuff the first time, that's where your money and time should be going to. Not buying and I'll say it again, don't buy a damn Springfield Prodigy because it's the new hotness. It's just, don't do it. They don't work. And that gun is just a perfect example of kind of like when I see collectors, I'm like, stop doing that. Buy a fucking Glock and use it and buy that kit. Mm-hmm. All right, I think we beat a dead horse. Yeah. What are your final words of wisdom? If you could give them one piece of advice that they take with them from this video, what would it be?
Get training.
Training, right?
Train. Because you can have all the weapons in the world. If you don't have the proper training, guys, you're as good as dead.
Exactly. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this discussion. Reminder, the Discord is live. We stay up late to copy admin results. We stay up late. We talk about girls. We talk about training, okay? Beware in there. Don't be talking about your freaking machine gun you have at home that's unregistered. There are probably feds in there freaking spying on you. Check out the Patreon. The Patreon is kicking off. That's where I put all the random photos and stuff from the rain. I'm still trying to figure out how to link some of it. But if you're into it and you want to help support this channel, help buy us some freaking 9mm and 5.56 so we can run these drills that we're about to run for you in the next video. Check it out, guys. But yeah, in summary, freaking train. Stop buying niche guns unless you're rich. If you are rich, cover the basics we talked about today first and help out the homies in your rifle squad.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Until next time, Trench Grenade and Big Will signing out. Peace. All right.